Hello everybody and welcome to World of Warship Blitz in the Tier 8 Japanese cruiser the Maya. So I've done an intro section in which I introduce the ship and now we bring it into battle. So what I'm trying to do here is, because it's very much like, I suppose, the advance on the Miyoko, it's almost the Takao, which is the Tier 8 line cruiser, but with one less turret and significantly enhanced anti-aircraft. Unfortunately, all my games against aircraft carrier have not been successful. So what I'm taking you through today is, I suppose, just taking it through its paces. So for those people that play Japanese cruisers such as the Takao, this will be quite recognisable. However, in a game with aircraft, it will do quite well actually. It's definitely able to cause a lot of damage, and it's a really good support ship. Here you can see I'm trying to stick with the fleet and provide some support in there. Obviously, being out in front of the battleships there have become a bit of a priority target, so I turn myself away and head back into cover, so that I don't get too badly mauled. But yeah, it's not a great start. So this is the Aurora map, and at the moment both sides are sort of jockeying for position. There's a clump of ships on our side around the base, and there's a clump of ships on their side around their base. Now you'll see that the detection circle for this particular ship is quite small, and that's basically because I specialised, like a lot of my cruisers, on reducing the concealment so that you're not the first ship seen. I'm taking advantage of that to get myself into a position to better support those battleships against that Mikhail Kutuzov. There's an Admiral Hipper over there. I wonder if I can resist the temptation to shoot at it. I'm actually looking for a good torpedo shot, because as you can see, my torpedo range is about 1 kilometre longer than my detection range, which means that in this cruiser I can stealth torp, although this Mikhail Kutuzov is having none of it. There we go. That's the priority target, and of course I miss because, yeah, I get distracted. Those are probably Russian torpedoes. They've run out of steam already, have they? No, they're not Russian torpedoes. They're probably from the... I'm not sure what's fired those. Anyway, he manages to thread his way through my torpedo screen. This Minsk is my target. I'm assuming he's fired his torpedoes off, and he's nearly gone, so I've taken a bit of a risk here, but if we can get rid of him, it makes life a lot easier for the team. And that leaves me with this Mikhail Kutuzov, which is a Tier 8 Russian cruiser. He's well inside brawling range, so in a brawl between me and him, well, neither of us are really brawlers. I can see a brace of torpedoes coming in from the rear, so I work to avoid those. It is able to outturn its guns. That's from an American destroyer, I would say. So what I do here is we try and chase this guy out of the cap, deny the cap, and then turn our attention back to this Mikhail Kutuzov. Those are the torpedoes from the Admiral Hipper. Don't have sufficient range. My turret rotation is actually not that good, so we fire 2 torpedoes, one where we think he's going to go, one where we think he may end up, and then I've got yeah, well, potentially the advantage in a brawl, although he's causing a lot of HE damage and I'm still on cooldown, so I'm trying to keep the turns going. One of my torpedoes hits, that's tagged him enough to really seriously weaken him, even as his fire burns. That's 6 hits out of 8. Actually, if I'd used the
the precise aiming that would have done him, but as it is, I've got enough visibility of him for that final shot. Deal with him. Yeah, so it's not a brawler, forced into a brawling situation. This fire will burn itself out and I'll have sufficient health, but it was a close run thing. Yeah, so it is. I'm not sure if I've showed it off to its best advantage, but I think, bearing in mind that it's first out, it's getting a lot of attention, so I'm finding I'm getting a lot of focus. So to be fair, this has actually been a reasonably good result. A close victory, defending the cap zone, a couple of kills, and we'll check out the results in a second or two. So yeah, 60 main battery hits, 1 torpedo hits for 2 kills. It is a good little fire starter, although obviously in this game there wasn't a lot of call for shooting at battleships at long range. It does have good range, but yeah, that's the Maya. Yeah, it's a good little ship, and obviously if you're a Takao user, you'll find yourself well at home.